It's great to be making a video again. So guys, welcome to another episode, I would say, of shipping open source project with AMP code. So I've been shipping like this extension if you've been following along, and I've been showing how to use AMP to build out features, right? So we have 42 installs now, and I'm looking at getting it to 100 within the month. So yeah, there's some updates I need to make to make this extension more, user friendly. So currently we have the Scratch files here. So you can see the Scratch files on the Explorer pane, right? But we have another plan to move it to the um this window here, so you can perform some other action. I think someone commented on the GitHub repo some suggestion. So I would be implementing it, and it's open source. If you want to contribute, just come here and click on it. By the way, Amcode now has a more faster tab model, right? And you can see the news here. So it has a more faster tab model. And I haven't actually tried the CLI, so I'll be installing the CLI and testing it out. Okay, so let's go. First, I think I need to activate the AMP tab here. Okay, okay, that is activated, and let's install the CLI. Let's go, let's go. Okay, yeah. So here you can see everything that you need, and so let's see CLI. Okay, I would use npm and install this globally. So let's run this. I would try to use the CLI for this, coding session. I'm not really, you know, a fan of using CLI tools for like coding. I prefer using like the window so I can, get like a more visual stuff. But yeah, let's see what we can do today with CLI. Then you can just simply run amp. Would you like to? Okay, I'm not logged in yet, so it's just gonna log me in. Yeah, so I'm logged in successfully. Man, I love this interface. One thing I love about AMP is the fact that it's very like simple. The UI is just very simple and not so much, confusing stuff. Hey, let's see. Okay, it's using like the thinking model here. Right, nice. Hey, I'm ready to help you with VS Code. Like it automatically just gets context. All right, you can see it's already talking about my VS Code extension project. All right, what would you like to work on? I feel like this is awesome. I saw a post from an AMPA. I don't know, can I call them AMPA? So it was talking about the CLI and how you can open it anywhere, and that's something nice, right? You can literally spin up like multiple instances of the CLI anywhere, even on your cloud server. If you have like AWS, GCP cloud or DigitalOcean, just spin it up there and like, hey, man. But I wouldn't really say you should be coding directly on cloud. But yeah, if you're building, you can have like a dev branch, you build, test it. Yeah, you can do that, but not directly on your production branch. You do that and you make reviews. So the first thing I love to do is I love to, map out what we want to build. So by the way, we have like version history. No, we have like a change log. Yeah, so you can see um the evolution, right? You can see the evolution of this project. Yep. So one more feature I'll be removing is the Cody AI integration since Cody is no longer available. Yeah, sad though, but would have to remove that. Okay, so the first thing was to remove the I need to check out. Let's create a new branch. Um, what's what's that? I'm using the insiders version by the way, so errors are allowed. Okay, let's create a new dev branch. Yeah. Um, let me reload this real quick just so we have something. Okay, I have to delete this window and yep, I got that. So first remove the Cody integration. It's then the second one, just plan out the flow. Real quick. Oh man, there's an update again. Cool stuff. You can see here I don't have like any agent or project rule because I'm using like ARM code. It literally just does everything, but I don't need to do anything. So this is what we're trying to do. So the first thing we need to understand is how the, like the extension UX work, the views, the, sidebars, the toolbars. So like if you look at this, you can see that we're trying to add the extension to the activity bar. And on the activity bar, we would add it to, we'll have the view, right? The view on it has its own view, then we can, have a UI there we can use to kind of like edit and stuff like that. So we have like commands, but let's go down, right? So this is called the web view. They have the web view here. So we're gonna be doing something like this, right? Where you can see the scratch files and you can do some, groupings and that. So that's what we want to do. So we want to build out the web view of the Scratchpad files and remove it from the Explorer. That way, I can have a dedicated uh, view. And okay, so that's like the first thing. I that's like the first thing I want to do. So I just go ahead and start taking this and putting it into this place. Just like remove this. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so it would create the. I hope this is legible enough. Yeah. To be honest, one of the like places where Cody tends to shine is the fact that it has this to do. I mean, look at this to do on the right and the code's running on the left. So it says it's going to remove the Cody service. Okay, yes, I don't want to always run it because I want to approve everything. So it's going to remove all Cody related codes and imports. So you can see it's doing its thing, and I can always check what's going on here. So I can always see what's going on here. You can see it's removing this files and this and that. So if you need something like something very, cool, you can try out the CLI. I mean, and if you're coding some nice project, just try it out. Okay, so let's see what's going on. I think it's removing the command now because we also have the command like, let's see, we have some command here. So initially you could right click and say add to Cody and that. So yeah, it's not gonna be there. Okay, so let's start the debugging session for this extension. Oh, wrong button. Yep, wrong extension. Debug anyways. Okay, so we have this here. Remember, with this Scratchpad, you have all your Scratch files from whatever editor you're using, either VS Code, Winsoft, Cursor, whatever. We don't really have for other IDs like JetBrains and what's the other one? I've forgotten the name of the other one, but I think we might have an integration for that later, maybe when we move it like to the cloud, if there's any need. But right now, all the files are local, then we can maybe consider syncing it to the cloud so you have access to it everywhere. Okay, so it's working. Yeah, so it's editing the README right now, and it has updated the to-dos. So yeah, let's see. So we still have it here. So we're going to reload and test. Once it's done, we'll review the files. I think I kind of like the IDE, the CLI one, because I can, spin up multiple instances. There are a lot of features you can actually try out. I haven't tried out the Oracle. I think there's an Oracle feature. Oh yeah, I just had the sound. Um, let's see. Why? I think there should be like a way to go back. Yeah, without having to click this back. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can fork threads. I don't know if this is available on the CLI, but we'll check that as we proceed. Execute. Yeah, the Oracle. So this is like superpower stuff. Yeah, we'll explore all this as we build so you can see how to leverage ARM code. So you can see the summary, data date, remove the command and all that. So let's reload the extension and see. Shouldn't have any error. Yep, it's working fine. Let's see. Debug. So it's reloaded. Yep, so it's no longer there. All right. I can start. It's no longer there. Let's see. Just search. Do a quick search. Yep, so this is done. That's done. Can, you know, okay, so that's done. Let's do a quick review here. Change log. Hmm. I mean, it's just it knows what file to change without me having to like give it too much context. Okay, yep, good. Mm, cool stuff. And yeah, all that is done. Extension.ts. Okay, okay. Oh, good. It's kind of like has a lot of context on the code base. I mean, right? So it's able to. So I would commit this real quick. Then we can start building our, can start building the next feature, which is like the okay. So these are some scratch that I have. So we'll keep this here. Okay, create some sample ones. Okay. Yeah. I'll use this as a reference or something. Can attach image to the terminal. Probably I'll just create a new instance of AMP so I can start from a clean slate. Mm, okay. take a screenshot of this window and okay, let me drag that image into this box. Nice. Um, oops, stop. It's this says the file is not found. Okay, so the problem is, I don't know. Let me check something. Okay, so there's a little bit of problem here because I am not done typing. I want to type or I can press enter so that I can, keep typing. So apparently there's no like new line support. So you have to type everything at once. So let's do the typing here. Um, code uh extension view. Want to create this. Can view the global. Is it global? I call it. Can view and you can view like the workspace scratchpads from there instead of the Explorer pane. Also, they should be able to search for Scratch files. I think that's like one of the reasons why I want to add it there because we'll have to extend like searching, right? And nested folders, something like that. So I would edit this, the name of this file. I think this needs to be put into consideration when like from the theme. So just copy this, I'll put it here, and then I can drag the view into here. Yep. So I think this should work. Okay. Either one can I see create a gets kind of view. Um main view settings. Action button. Um Actually, I think I was supposed to specify that it's not supposed to be the same. I don't know, because the amp view has like some settings actually. Okay, let's see what it's able to do. I just want to like see and let it do its thing, and then maybe we can evaluate. It might just bring out some nice features, but let's just see and evaluate. It is creating a dedicated web view for the Scratch file, so gonna create the provider. Right, so just like we have a provider here, it's like for the files, getting the context and all that, and syncing with the, you know, Explorer pane. So we're gonna have the provider for the web view. Okay, so it's created a provider, web view provider. Let's see. Wow, that's some good number of code. Okay, so apparently the provider uses HTML like on the, on the docs here, right? Talked about how to build the web view views, and I was going through it. Then I saw like containers, right? They're built with HTML, right? So you can see. Okay, exactly. It's something like this. Nice. Something like this. Yeah. So you can see like the all scratch files and all that. But you can also have like the view container placed in this panel. Nice. Okay. So good stuff. Okay. Let me reload this real quick and see what we have, if we have something. Let's see. So we have the HTML is called my Scratchpad. Then we have like the header, which is the Scratchpad header. Then we have the refresh, and then you have the search, which is the search container, which is gonna show next on the like UI section. Then you have the total, all Scratch files and the total Scratch files you have. Then you can create new global one. They have the workspace Scratch file. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I think it's doing a good job. Okay, let me just create missing directional views. Okay, the completion was successful. Really? Did you run the compile without? Um, so let's see, create a new view, display all. Nice. Man, I'm super pumped. Let's reload this. It's taking some time. Okay, I think it's no longer here. So our Scratch, debug anyway. So you notice that the Scratch pad, you know, object, like view is no longer here, right? So we have it here, I guess. Reload. So we have it here. Whoa, this is nice. This is nice. This is nice. I love this. Ah, man, I love this. So you can reload this, and create a global one. This is nice. Good stuff. So you can edit, you can delete. Okay, simple. Yeah, okay, there's a little bit of problem here. So if you notice, this is new.txt. If I cannot change the file extension on like, new.txt or new.md, it's gonna be like new.md.txt. If I try to edit it, so it can't change the file extension. So I would add that to the to-do. So right, um, enable file extension. Apparently, it has done a great job here. So you can search. Wow, nice. I mean, if you are not going to use this Scratchpad extension, I don't know what else you'll be using, to be honest. Because like this is super super cool. I don't know. So I think I don't know. Is this responsive? Is this responsive? Kind of like overflowing a little bit. So let's see. I don't like the search icon, so would have to change the search icon. For this edit and delete, I think I can leave it for now. It looks cool. Not the most fanciest or most beautiful buttons you can see. And yeah, so let's create a new workspace. Test1.md. Nice, nice, nice. Let's create one test2.md. This is nice. Okay, everything works. Let's change the icon. So I'm just gonna do like one change the refresh icon. Not really visible. Looks small. Then the second one I want to do is it works, but then we have to do this. I want to put everything at once because I just create the to-do list and just go through it once, and so it has five, and maybe like collapsing. I don't know if maybe collapsing this will be good because you know I don't so I might not just want to like let's add an option to like collapse, right? Um, let's put this at two, and then the third one. Oh man, that's nice. So that's tab. Yeah, haven't been really seeing it in action because we've been doing less, typing. So the second I want to do is to have hide the scratch files by default. Or maybe we'll have a settings, right? We'll have the settings. I don't know, probably a settings to configure like this Scratchpad view. But let's, hide it by default. I mean, like folded, then allow users to, expand it. Then yeah, let's throw this. And yeah, I don't know, but I think I'm loving the CLI more than the UI. Man, I just love the CLI. It seems to be doing a great job. And so far we've done like plus 582 and we've removed minus. I think this like the token context, how many token out of 100% reviews. Like, so let's see. It should update the to-do list and continue shipping. So far, I don't know why it's not typing anymore. But yeah, let's see. Okay, it's going. So if you're building with like ARM code, you can feel free to share your workflow, share what you're building, and if you like maybe want to interact or something, I feel like you can, you know, drop a message, or if you feel like there's a way I can, optimize the workflow and stuff, you can do that. I'm planning to like experiment with some custom instructions, like custom prompts. I haven't really seen the need, to be honest, but yeah, I plan to experiment and see how that would, work with ARM code. One thing I would really also love to see, I know, yes, that AMP is focused on like, you know, the best models. I would have loved to see how GPT 4.1 would work here, because, I think that's like one of the models that are very good with instructions. Okay, so some more changes are going in. Especially if, oh, that's like this, I guess. Yep, get file type icon. It's not using the icon from here actually. I think it has its own icons here, which is something I want to look into because why are you repeating that? Is it editing? Okay, it's actually running. Is it running compile? It's not like giving me any like terminal output or something. I don't know if it's actually running that compile. So that there's this thing it's doing. Yep, and it has to finish. Okay, so we've got like full file name editing. Nice. Okay, let's reload. Okay, let's see. It does not look like it has reloaded. I don't know why it's taking so much time. No, it has not refreshed. I don't know what's wrong. Probably. Okay. Oh man, this is not looking so nice. Okay, I kind of like this, you know, this toggle. Let me know what you think about this. I mean, if you feel like we can make some improvement, yeah, yeah, this was good. So let's try the edit. Oh yeah, it works now. Perfect. 501. Actually, the modifier date is not changing. So I wanna guess. Uh, I wanna guess that is not working. 452. Let's change this. Hello.md. Yep, it's not changing actually. So we might want to add that to the to-do because we want users to be able to done, done for. So we want to like um we still need to change the refresh icon. I'll look for an icon and put there myself, right? And then the yeah, it's not it's not updating when file is updated. I think it just when you create it, it's kind of like give the kind of like yeah, it just gives like the modifier that's the created date, and it does not really do that. But then let's test out some stuff, right? So initially we could right click and say create global scratch file. So let's see if it comes here. And when we open this window, it's showing 0 initially. It's kind of like maybe a problem. Where is this? This is like global. Okay, it's coming here. Everything works. Let's see. Can we do like terminal? If our terminal still works, copy. Okay, yeah, it works. Then we can still do like okay, let's crash. Okay, there's a problem with this actually. Okay, so we have index scratch. Let's quickly add that to the to-do. When the extension icon, it does not load the scratch files. It does not load the scratch files, kind of like just shows empty count. Shows empty count and empty files. Okay, so do we fix this? I think we can fix this. And we also needed to add like the password protected scratch files, right? So let's go to the view. I need to look at that. Refresh. This is it. Then it has this header actions, display flex. Thought it was like having this blue background. I don't like it. Where's that blue background coming from? Is that like the default color? Oh, I see. That's like the default color for this stuff there. So we can change that, I believe, because here does not have those default colors, right? So I think we should just remove this default blue. Again, I have to edit the screenshot because if I drag it that way, it would not work. So remove the blue. I think I can experiment like having let me ask it to create like sub agents to work on this individually. So remove the button on the refresh icon. Create a use sub agent. I don't know if it works on the CLI though. Sub agents. So work on this sub agent. So work on these stacks. Should work. Okay, so let's drag the image and put it here. Good. Let's see if we can use sub agents though. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's calling the sub agent. Says, oh, nice. I mean, I can make things faster that way. So why do I have to? Let's see. So you can also like spin up sub agent and it does this thing. So I really love the way it's rendering the UI here. It's kind of like you can see what's going on individually on each agent, and you can play around with it and make work faster. So you have like 10 stuff to do, and this sub agent just keep going. Whoa, this guy is done. So you can see. Then we have to wait for these other guys. Okay, okay. This guy's okay. Well, we're still going. We're still going. We're still going. It's looking for any potential issue with the file path. I mean, I think the stuff with this is like when you click on it, it's kind of like does not trigger the search or the load. Please don't tell me there's another update. No way. I literally just updated. Man, the team, they're really shipping, right? I'm building and they're shipping new updates and I can't wait to test. Like I updated before we started the video. That was like how many minutes ago? Like 20, 25 minutes ago. And we've got another update. Cool stuff. Um, the only thing that you cannot click to see what's going on, like in-depth view. Aside that, you can. Oh, yeah, this is beautiful then. So this works. I like this. But then let's see. Okay, I think that's fixed also because it's loading this. But then it's supposed to be collapsed by default, right? Um, okay. Uh, I like this view. It's okay. No. Okay, so I am not able to move. It says waiting for confirmation, but I'm not able to move, right? So I think I should like after this I would document like some issues I have with this CLI. Says escape to close. So apparently I think this one is stuck, waiting for confirmation. I just have to click enter because I cannot select no, like it's not going, or do I have to press tab? Um, What's this guy running actually? I wish I could cancel this. Okay, so there's like an issue with this select. I don't know what this guy is running actually. Not really not sure. So this like the issue where like the CLI and the sub agent. So it's spamming me. Let's see, it's spamming me the audio. I wish you could hear this right now, but I can't. Okay, it's saying so I cannot at some point just reject it. Uh, oh man, it's a little bit. So I think because something is running on the background, it's kind of like not giving me that flexibility. No, please. I hope it did not select yes. Um, what's this? This is the test. Ah, I think I just have to stop it, right? Um, it added the web view. Okay. I just take this out, then we can reload and see what's up. Already, I know the blue background is done. The blue background is done. Does not load, it shows empty. Kind of like the modified data, then we can check all that and just be sure it works. So right now it loads, but I want it to be collapsed by default. Okay, so we would come there. This is fixed, then modified 509. Yeah, looks like yes. Uh, it's still not working. Yeah. I think I'll just have to switch to like uh I'll have to switch to like this window so I can have control on this is done actually. But then I need to make some updates like when the extension um load the scratch what let, let the view be then the second one like the on initial creation. Okay, yeah, so let's do this. Feel like here I can maybe like stop the process. I can see what's going on. I can kind of like approve very well. I feel like the CLI is cool, but at some point it's kind of like, you know, you can't really like control it very well because it kind of like flickers at some point. I can't, select no commands and move when multiple subagents are running. So I think that's something that would be looked into. So yeah, probably in the next update. Not probably, in the next update, I'm sure it's gonna be fixed. Some updates. So I'll just relate it to the internal team. Okay. Says process compiles. Let me also run any linting. I feel like it's running some. I think I added some rule and I've forgotten. Let's check. Allow list. Oh my God, I should have known. Damn, this is dangerous. I'm just gonna remove that from the allowed list because I allowed all commands. It's not gonna ask me, it's just gonna do its thing, right? So the only thing I'm going to remove, so I'm just gonna remove all the allowed lists so that I can get full control. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Seems like it's done with this. So I put made the trivia collab by default. Okay, nice. And let's see what's going on here. Let's quickly reload and test. Document, let's say, no, searchable. What are we trying to fix the modified it? Okay, like we need to check if maybe VS Code keeps track of like maybe the file metadata, right? And stuff like that. So yeah, it works that way. Nice. So that is fixed. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I think we've been able to achieve a good milestone here. And now you can, visualize your files here easily and you can like collapse it and kind of like responsive, yeah. You can collapse it and also all that. So this way it's easy and you can edit files now. So you can change to whatever format. Yeah. Yeah. Let me know what you would love to see next on this. We're getting feedbacks and we're also pushing those updates. So let's see. Okay, refreshes. I'm just gonna review what's working on so far. So this is Webview instead of trees. So that was the we're using trees, the old one, and then get the latest notification time. I think it should be done. But could the file extension. Just like for the edit. Yeah, rename. Okay. Probably might have to stop this. Stop. Don't worry. Yes. I don't want it to continue. Feel like I'm supposed to be able to skip some commands because it just goes to the debug, maybe console, and just picks a bunch of errors. I feel due to some thing because the Leo is a pack, it's like an extension. Yeah, I just don't want it. So let's edit this dot cs. It's still not working. Okay. So probably would have to look into this on the next update, just so this video is not too long. I mean, it's already 46 minutes. So I would package these. I would push on the updates. So install the latest version, check it out, drop your comments on what improvement you feel can be do, and let me know what you think about code so far. I mean, just and you can also contribute to the project. Remember, it's open source. You can go to this repo and you can contribute to it. Just create a pull request and I'll review it and definitely match. So guys, see you on the next one. If you want me to build anything specific with AMP, just also drop a comment. I'm exploring. So yeah.